But right now, let's try and touch base with the management of Firstsource Solutions. They've just reported their first quarter numbers about half an hour back, and I'll run you through the basic figures before we get some clarity going from the management. Net sales are up 8.6%, coming in at 675 crore rupees, and the profit after tax figure, that's seen a 25% jump, 29 crore rupees for the quarter that ended June. Operating EBIT, that's come in at 33 crore rupees, that's up 7.9%. But let's get some more clarity from Mr. Rajesh Subramaniam. He's the Managing Director and the CEO at Firstsource. He's joining in right now for a quick chat from Mumbai. Mr. Subramaniam, thanks very much for joining in, sir. Good morning. This is Bianca. Do give us a sense of how your first quarter performance has been, also the currency impact that you've seen in the quarter.
The performance in Q1 this year has been extremely robust, both at the revenue and the profitability levels compared to what we witnessed last year. We achieved revenues of about 675 crores, operating profit of about 33.4 crores, and profit after tax of about 29 crores. The revenues sequentially have grown close to 9% and about 29% year on year. The operating profit, which it's how we measure our business, has grown by about 60% year on year, and the profit after tax has grown by about 172% year on year. I think multiple factors have contributed to this robust performance. Our significant tailwinds in our revenue performance, aided by new deals that we signed up, which we announced in Q3 last year. We announced about $160 million of total contract value, which will play themselves out over the next 3 years. Have started to contribute to the revenues. They're still not in steady state. They will contribute going forward in this year. On the profit side, we embarked on significant cost optimization measures over the last 2 quarters of last year, basically realigning the cost structure in realities of where the business was, and that has contributed to some of the profit growth that we're seeing. Just to put it in perspective, Q4, when we achieved about close to 30.9 crores in operating profit, our operating EBIT margins were 5%. Q4 is our best quarter because it has elements of seasonality both in our collections business and in our healthcare provider business, and they fall off in Q1, which means there is a reduction in revenues and a commensurate reduction in profits. Q1 also has the hike in salaries that we provide for our agents, which is the largest population of the company. And despite the seasonality falling off and the hike in salaries that we have effected in April, our operating profit margins have remained stable at 5%. And that signifies the turnaround in the financial performance of the company, which we expect to sustain and improve going forward. The currency has had an impact between Q4 and Q1. Obviously, the currency environment has been extremely volatile, but it's something which has helped us increase in our revenues. But at the profit level, the maximum contribution has come because of the initiatives we undertook in rationalizing our SG&A and improving operational efficiencies.
Mr. Subramaniam, what sort of deals are you targeting in the coming quarters, and do give us a sense of the deal pipeline as it stands now?
Right now, we've got our pipeline across all our businesses is robust. So some of the largest pipelines that we have are in the telecom and media business in the UK. We also have some very attractive deals in the healthcare provider business. So these deals we expect will come to fruition. When I say fruition, it's a decision, and I think we are very well placed over the next couple of quarters. So the growth rates that I've articulated to you that we are likely to achieve is excluding some of the conversions that we believe would come from the pipeline, because in the BPO business, when you sign a customer, it takes time for the customer to ramp and get to a steady state to contribute revenues. So the numbers that we believe we'll achieve this year, a lot of it is already underwritten.
Right, Mr. Subramaniam, thanks very much for taking time out for speaking to NDTV Profit and giving us more details about your first quarter performance. But all eyes today, they are on the central banks, because you have the RBI's monetary policy